Hey, tea lovers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video we will talk about 8 popular herbal teas that could harm more than heal. However, before we start our countdown, we would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. So, let's get started. Number 1. Comfrey tea. Comfrey tea has been praised for its healing powers, especially for things like bruises and joint pain. It's like the superhero of the herb world. But, and it's a big but, it contains some stuff called pyrrolizidine alkaloids. Fancy name, right? These can be a bit of a troublemaker. Studies have shown that they can be harsh on the liver. When you drink comfrey tea, your body processes those PAs. The liver, being the hard-working organ it is, tries to break down and eliminate them. However, during this process, PAs can turn into substances that are not so friendly to the liver cells. It's like giving your liver more work. Over time, this extra workload can lead to liver damage. So, the moral of the story is that comfrey tea is a hero when used sensibly, but if you overdo it, the villainous side might show up, and your liver won't be happy. Number 2. Aedra tea. Aedra has this stuff called ephedrine, which is like caffeine on steroids. Sure, a bit of caffeine can wake you up and make you alert, but too much can turn you into a jittery mess. The same goes for ephedrine. Too much of this ephedrine can mess with your heart and make it race like it's in a marathon. Your blood pressure might hit the roof, and that's not cool. Some might say, make your heart race and the weight will disappear. True, it burns some calories, but counting on just that isn't a wise or lasting plan to lose those pounds. And this tea can also mess with your nervous system, making you feel anxious and jittery. It's like having too much energy and not knowing what to do with it. And trust me, that's not as fun as it sounds. And mixing it with other stimulants, like your regular cup of coffee, is like throwing fuel on a fire. Your body might go into overdrive, and that's a recipe for disaster. So, while Aedra tea might seem like a quick fix for an energy boost or weight loss, it's like playing with fire. Sure, it might work for some people in the short term, but the risks of messing up your heart and nerves are just not worth it. Number 3. St. John's wort. St. John's wort can mess with other medications you might be taking. It's like inviting a new friend to a party, but they don't get along with your other friends. This herb can make some medicines less effective, which is not cool. So if you're on mids, it's like they might not do their job properly. Also, it makes your skin more sensitive to sunlight, and you would not want to turn into a human lobster just because you sipped on some tea, right? So it's like forgetting to put on sunscreen before hitting the beach. Not a good idea. Also, this tea can mess with your head in a bad way. It can cause confusion, dizziness, and trouble sleeping. You might end up feeling wonky and tired instead of relaxed. Lastly, pregnant folks and those nursing a little one should be extra careful. St. John's wort might not be the best buddy for them because it can mess with pregnancy-related hormones. Number 4. Detox teas. Detox teas might sound like a quick fix for feeling healthy, but sometimes they can do more harm than good. Some of these teas have laxatives or diuretics, which make you pee or poop a lot. It might feel like you're getting rid of toxins, but in reality, you're just losing water weight. That can mess with your body's natural balance and leave you dehydrated. Plus, using laxatives too much can lead to lazy bowel syndrome. Yeah, your intestines might get lazy. Not cool. Also, detox teas often claim to boost your metabolism, but it's not like a magical cure. Some teas have stimulants like caffeine that might give you a temporary energy boost, but relying on them can mess up your sleep and make you jittery. And if you're sensitive to caffeine, it can cause headaches and heart palpitations. Number 5. Licorice root. Tea licorice root contains something called glycyrrhizin. It's a fancy name for a compound that can mess with your blood pressure. If you're slurping loads of licorice root tea regularly, it might make your blood pressure shoot up. High blood pressure is not a fun party. It can lead to heart problems, strokes, and all that not so cool stuff. Now, here's another plot twist. If you're into overindulging in licorice-flavored treats or this tea, it could mess with your potassium levels. Low potassium can bring on muscle weakness, fatigue, and even mess with your heart rhythm. And if you're a mom-to-be, you might want to be cautious. Some studies suggest that too much glycyrrhizin from licorice root might not be the best for pregnant women. Number 6. Sassafras tea. So, sassafras contains a compound called saffron. Sounds harmless, right? Well, not exactly. Saffron has been shown to be a rebel in the lab, causing trouble and raising some health concerns. Back in the day, it was even used to flavor root beer, until the FDA was like, hold up, this might not be the best idea. Studies on saffron have suggested that it could be a sneaky carcinogen. That's a fancy word for something that might increase the risk of cancer. No one wants to hear that about their beloved cup of tea, right? Saffron can also mess with your blood clotting. If you're prone to bruising or nicking yourself, the blood might take its sweet time to do its clotting dance. Now don't get me wrong, sassafras tea is not all doom and gloom. In small, occasional sips, it might not be the end of the world, but there might be better ideas than making it a daily ritual like it is your morning coffee. Number 7. Yoen Bey. Yoen Bey comes from the bark of the Yoen Bey tree, and some folks believe it's a natural remedy for things like low energy and romantic performance. But here's the twist. It can be more trouble than a tricky riddle. First off, Yoen Bey has an active ingredient called Yoen Bey. It's like the main character in this drama, but it doesn't always play nice. It can rev up your heart rate and make it beat faster. Now, a little excitement is fine, but too much can lead to high blood pressure and put your heart under unnecessary stress. It's like asking your heart to run a marathon without training. Not the best idea. Yoen Bey might also mess with your nerves. It's like turning up the volume on your anxiety and jitters. Not exactly the calm and collected vibe you signed up for when you decided to sip some tea. So perhaps stick to teas that bring a calming melody to your senses rather than opting for a wild and unpredictable ride. Your heart will appreciate the good vibes. Number 8. Pennyroyal. Tea. Pennyroyal tea has been rumored to have some healing vibes, especially for things like bloating and digestion. People think it's like a magic potion for soothing tummy troubles. But, and there's always a but, this tea hides a secret weapon called beautyzone. This little troublemaker can mess with your liver, the hard-working hero of your body. When you sip on pennyroyal tea regularly, you're giving your liver some extra hurdles to jump. The liver's job is to process things and keep your body running smoothly. But too much beautyzone makes it work overtime and can lead to some serious damage. So, this was our today's video. I hope you all liked this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel. And also share it with your friends and family. We will be back soon with a new video. Till then, keep supporting and take care.